Hey there, sweetness, how goes it? I do hope that it goes well. I'm going to do the intro in a moment. I just click on, pack the bowl, getting the energy up for the read. Welcome home, homies. Hit that like button on your way in, please. Make sure you are subscribed. Otherwise, you can't really call yourself a homie, bro. Preparations. You guys in that vibe? Preparation vibe? Ooh, somebody's going on an adventure. Okay, I put 10:30. We've still got 10 minutes. Just hang out and wait for people to have the opportunity to come in if anyone's going to. Get some shuffling done. Make sure you guys can see the mat well. I have a lot of light on the other side, so I can't really see the screen super well. I like that little sentence. I have a lot of light on the other side. That just struck through me like a bolt of lightning. Like, collective, you guys have light. A lot of light on the other side. Take that how you will or won't. Do or don't. Ooh, we may be doing some Hebrew translation today instead of shanty numbers. Hoping and praying for some key information. All right, we still have just a couple of moments. I'm going to throw out some questions for those at home watching later. Just entertainment. Excuse me. Messages for the collective. Questions for the homies. Ask their partners and such. Thank you. We got a few guys. We start talking about couples, and here comes Viking Barbie with the bury yourself. You guys have, what kind of family do you want to have with me? So like I said, if you guys have partners and prospective partners even, or this could be a question that you guys ask yourselves in regards to future partners or people that you're committed to right now, or thinking about being, I don't know, just questions. What kind of family do you want to have with me? How do you describe me to others? What do you think I want from life? How do you think having children would or has affected our relationship? I just heard somebody like, bitch, I'm going to be asking my best friend these questions. All right. What was the last trip that connected us the best and why? What was the last trip that connected us the best and why? And that fell in the reverse out of all of them. That one came out reversed. So it almost makes me feel like I just started hearing Mac Miller and seeing his little red hat, don't trip. But it's almost like there's never been a trip or never been one that connected a couple of someones together anyhow. Huh. All right, so some quick little questions. And now that I juiced out that little bit of information, I'm actually going to put on a song where Mac Miller has his little orange don't trip hat, and then we'll start the reading. That's where I'm going to start the channeled playlist. Love you, Jelly Roll, but I don't want to talk about the creatures in the closet right now. Closets are pretty clean around the shanty. All right. So I will start my spiel. Welcome home, homies. Please do the tribe a favor. Make sure you get those likes up. Also, please make sure that you are subscribed to the tribe if you enjoy the vibe. Quick name of the game. If there's anything that is connective to this collective, that's beautiful. I invite you to take that shit with you. If, however, nothing here resonates, that's all right. Just leave it right where you fucking found it. It's probably a piece of information that was meant for somebody else in the collective, and you should never, ever, ever take something off the table or in general that does not belong to you. Please keep in mind that time may be fluid as well as energy. And let's get into it, shall we? Yes. Yes, we fucking shall. What are we getting into? We are getting into Fair Game Friday. I'm not sure what that's about, guys. That's what was channeled for the title, Fair Game Friday. So any information that comes out here, Spirit, please let it be fair game. Spirit of love, truth, grace, and guidance, please guide myself, guide these messages, guide this collective. Please guide us all, always, always. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the ways and all the days that you have and do and will. Thank you. I hope you guys are in an attitude of gratitude today. Oh, welcome home, homie. How you doing, Unexplanatory? Good morning. Thank you for gracing the shanty stage. All right, I'm going to flick this up just a little. I love Mac Miller in the morning. I don't want to keep you waiting. Please let me know if it is too loud in the background. I'll flick it down. Guys, the world is so small until it ain't. I am well. Thank you. It's the homies stage, though, not just mine. I hope I never keep you waiting. I think I know it all, but I don't. Why you always at the mall when you're broke? All right, so I'm gonna sneak out my cell phone over here because we're going to start with Hebrew translations. I'm not going to get into my personal numerology books. We are going to one big stoner, excuse me for all my stoner coughing. Yeah, we're going to look at the Strong's Hebrew Concordance for numbers for this reading. The world is so small till it ain't. I love my books. I love my numerology. Shanty numbers is one of my favorite things. But I recognize that the world can be really small in those books. There's more out there that is waiting for us. Let's not keep it waiting, huh? Thank you. Yes, I do. I do live in an apartment. Oh, awesome. I don't have any wax. Lots of flour, though, so it's okay. All right, collective. As I started shuffling and getting ready for the reading, the Two of Swords popped out. I feel like something's on its way in this song. She say that I glow below the waist in the stroke, and that's just so PGA. All I got is a little bit of space and time, drawn shapes and lines of a world we made, yeah. Tomorrow may be right around the corner, but I swear it's gonna be worth it if I make you wait, yeah. Somewhere above you, keep reading up. That's really all it takes. We don't need nothing but today, today, today. That's an understanding between two people somewhere along the line We don't need nothing but today, today, today. With this black and white, I'm building up a wall till it breaks, till it breaks, till it breaks, yeah. She hate it when I call and it's late and it's late. I don't want to keep you waiting. These are agreements happening, taking place between people. Oh, yep. 9 times out of 10, I get it wrong. That's why I wrote this song. Tell myself to hold on. I could feel my fingers slipping in a motherfucking instant. I'll be gone. Do you want it all if it's all mediocre? Staring at the wall and the wall full of posters. Looking at my dreams, who I want to be. I guess you gotta see it to believe. Ooh, I've been a fool, but it's cool. That's what human beings do. Keep your eyes to the sky, never glued to your shoes. When my mind was consumed, but the sun's coming out now, clouds start to move. Don't tell me nothing but the truth. I'm tired, I don't got a spare second. Win or lose, I don't keep count, nobody checking. That was a whole vibe right there. I hope you guys caught what you needed. Try to keep up in the chat a bit here. I hope you are well done. Awesome. Yeah, that sounds like a deal. Deal. All right. Messages for the collective, please. Messages for the homies. What can we get from Fair Game Friday, please? We have 21. You know what? I need one more. We'll grab one white one. Sorry, guys. I'll check and see if there is a 21, though. My father, or fatherly. So I'm going to get something to write with. Kind of keep track of the path we're taking down. So 21 is my father, or fatherly. Somebody's father is trying to keep them down. Don't let them keep you down. Something about them just freaks you out. Or the other way around. All right. I had already thrown those, but I'm going to throw them again just to keep it fresh. What do we got? We got 5, 1, 1. Ah, I pressed the wrong button. Here we go. Hold up. Show you what it seems, what it is, and what it truly might be. Nothing that you know of. They try to take drugs to make it up way up where we on, homies. All right. Hebrew Strong 511. God has obtained. I need something better to write on. It was poking through on me. All right. God has obtained. Mac Miller said, don't let them keep you down, as my pen literally fell down, guys. Real quick, like I said, I like to give you guys the juice, especially in the morning. I'm going to look up synonyms and definitions for obtained. Get, acquire, or secure. Acquire. I'm just getting, what is it? Acquired taste. Something about something being an acquired taste. Something about prevail. Come into possession of. What I'm getting with this right here, this combination is, what is that? The inheritance of, it's something in the Bible, which, I don't reference a whole lot, but once in a while, all right, it's a book. Lovely stories in there. But it was something about inheriting the land of the father. And I'm probably butchering it. I don't remember. I don't know, but I it's something about that. You know what? Let me look that up real quick. If I could spell right. If you're an eldest son, you may inherit a double portion of family property under some guidelines. Again, that was if you're the eldest son. Something about Noah's Ark. Something about no more will it be strictly the sons and the eldest sons that inherit the most. It will be the daughters as well. That is something important. Equality. A private part shouldn't give somebody more or less birthright to their family's legacy. That's something, all right? And it's something about someone's trying to store something up for their children and their children's children and their children's children, and so on and so forth, instead of just saving it up for themselves. Beautiful. There's a lot about equality and casting equality. I like that. I just got casting equality. For me, that's also sort of like for those that are multifaceted priestesses, sorcerers, things like that. If you go to church and are a spiritual person, if you hold one foot in one world and one foot in another, Are you expressing equality? So, like, say, Christian witch. Is the Christian witch equally casting prayer and spell? Equally casting, I don't know, something about that. But also casting equality, I'm getting it as give and receive equality. Don't allow disorders and disorganization in equality. The whole team about to figure it out. We ice cold. That's what winter about. All right. 565. Strong's Hebrew 565. Looking for what was looking for me. Commandment. Be gracious. Have a gracious heart. Spirit is commanding you to have a gracious heart. Something about depart with a grateful, gracious heart. Becoming unabridged. I come or go away from, depart, return, arrive, go after, or follow. What am I getting from this? It is a lot of kind of like biblical arching here, okay? And there's no disrespect or offense meant at all whatsoever. Just talking, all right? But it's something about following in the Father's footsteps, okay? And that could be like your physical father, it could be like a stepfather, someone you've always thought of as a dad, something like that. Could even be the general concept of the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, following strict Christian teachings, something like that. But it is, again, in that, like, and I just use Christianity as an example, and witchcraft or Wicca or all of it. It's exemplary, okay? But it's like someone following after just the masculine, just one path, when they're supposed to be following two paths equally. And I was getting something about that, honor thy mother and honor thy father. I believe that's one of the 10 commandments in the Bible, is honor thy mother, or one or two of the commandments, honor thy mother, honor thy father. Well, some, like me, have a hard time doing that, because some people weren't raised by, let's say, necessarily very honorable parents. One, both, however it falls, however the cookie crumble. But it's like, I don't know, it's like a double-sided energy of, well, if you're going to follow in your parents' footsteps, in the fatherly footsteps, you must follow in the motherly footsteps as well. Or it's because it's like arrive, follow, return, or go away from and depart. That's what I'm getting. It's like this black and white. It's sort of like an energy. I've never seen somebody put together perfectly, Mac Miller says in the background. Thank you for helping me put this message together, Mac. It is like an energy of what was your favorite thing, the best, good, healthy, light vibration feeling that you ever received? What's the best thought you've ever had? What's the best physical feature? I don't know. I don't know. But like, it's like something that, you walk a mile in your mom's shoes. What do you take from it? Leave darkness, dysfunction, confusion, error, disorder, mental alienation, distraction out of it. What is the best gift that your mother ever gave you? Perhaps for some, it's breath. And that's it. That's where you leave it. Breath. Perhaps it's creativity. Perhaps it's my strength. Or perhaps, what is it? And vice versa. The father. What is it? What's the best, least confusing, least disorderly, least mentally alienating thing that you've taken or you could take from your father being your father? Just from the place that you began life. And for those that delve into the shadow, do the work in there as well. What is the worst thing? And these are spiritual, emotional inheritances, mental inheritances that we take from the people that give life to us in the first place. What are the worst things? What's the worst thing you take from your father? What's the worst thing you take from your mother? What's the best thing you take after them with? What's the worst thing? Weigh them out. Are they things that you want to take with you in your journey? Are they things you want to leave behind? Figure it out, make the choice. Growth is on the other side. And somewhere in between. The song that's coming on in the background, I'll leave it all in the rear view. You don't have to cry anymore. You don't have to cry. So I feel like that's a deep one for those delving into that shadow part. That darkness, leave it all in the rear view. You don't have to cry anymore. Excuse me. 266. A descendant of Ahua, Ajochi. Properly abstract. Greek, Hebrew. So sometimes these are Greek, Hebrew translations. And sometimes I pick up whatever else is channeled to me in the process. But majorly it is the Hebrew translation. But this one says, hamartia, Greek, Hebrew definitions, a sin, offense. Then it also has brother of rest. I just got something weird about energetic vampire siblings and staying clear of that sort of energy. Also, again, in that what I was just saying, the most offensive thing, let it go. Not for them, for you. Not saying forgive and forget and do it all over again, but release. 163. Not sure if you guys can hear all the smacking around in the background now. My bearded dragon has decided he's going to rearrange his house. Probably of foreign origin, Ahava, a river of Babylonia. Ahava, a place and a stream in Babylon. Collective. This advice, take it or leave it. This advice can apply to everyone that's ever been born here on this planet, right? In some way, shape, or form. Spirit's trying to lead you away from something that has kept you in captivity. I know my phone does not really show up well when I try to put it on here, but you guys are welcome to look it up yourself. Strong's Hebrew 163. I put it right in the Google bar. Scroll down to, this one says BibleTools.org. Strong's number 163. Pronounced Akimalotizo from 164. To make captive, lead away, captive, bring into captivity. Thayer's Greek lexicon. So, as my bearded dragon, who, yes, unfortunately, is in captivity. He has a tank. He has to have the right levels of heat and light and all the different things in there. But that's something. That's a part of the message. I'm his human watcher here. I'm his, for all intensive purposes, kind of his parent. It's up to me, though I bought him in captivity like that, to get him out of captivity in a store. It's like I have to, yesterday I put his driftwood in the oven and baked it for hours to make sure that there's no mold on there, kill any germs off, things like that. It's like whoever was in charge of caring for the majority of the collective did a pretty shitty job at it. And that's not for everyone, but it's for the majority. That's why it's coming out so pure and strong. We were born into captivity. And our captors, they didn't keep our tanks clean and clear. We ended up with a lot of issues and struggles that we have to heal from as we create healthier environments for ourselves and the generations potentially already existent and potentially to come. It's something just, again, exemplary, but being led out of captivity. And time is upon us, collective. The time is upon us. Also, I just got something about some people came from very, 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 I almost want to say humble beginnings, but humble beginnings is putting it too kindly. And they're trapped there. They're trapped in that broken child's perspective, holding themselves in captivity, letting the past hold them in captivity. And I don't say that lightly, like, oh, you're letting yourself, you're doing it to yourself. But if it's true, even just a little, that you allow it, or that you accept it, consent to that, being captive in the thoughts and the feelings of your past. If there's even a chance that you're consenting, well, then take the chance and say, I don't consent. I don't consent. I do not consent to that. I don't consent to being held captive by my past. I don't consent to having the light, brightness of my future being overshadowed by the darkness, because look, it is the light that comes forward first and foremost. It is not overshadowed. Yes, the darkness is there. Yes, there's an agreement that it's necessary for many different reasons, but it will not overtake the light. And if it has been, no fucking more, homie. No more. No more. No more. Three, 3, 2. Shut up, close, bind. In Arabic, it can be bend, curve, what surrounds, encloses. Whoa. Okay. Thank you, Spirit, for being so present here right now. 3, 3, 2. To shut up, to close, to bind. What surrounds, encloses. So, again, I reiterate, anything that encloses you keeps you in captivity. Close it out. The captivity that surrounds you, close it out, no matter where it comes from, no matter what the source is. No more captivity. That's the key message for Fair Game Friday, guys. No more fucking captivity. All right, I'm going to get a couple of cards, and then I am going to jump off here so that I can be fair to my dragon and take him out of captivity. I think he hears the music and he wants to dance. But we'll go over these real quick. My father, Father Lee. God has obtained. Obtained is to get, to acquire, to secure. Ooh, when I just said that, I got something about someone has major insecurities due to the way that they were parented. Let Spirit make you secure in yourself, in your steps, in your spirit. Being led from captivity, shutting up, closing, and binding what surrounds and encloses. Thank you, Hebrew, Greek, Arabic, strong concordance. Thank you, strong concordance and Spirit for that strong concordance. All right, I'm going to stick with the Heart and Hands deck because that is the card that popped out while I was on the shuffle. And I shuffled many a deck. So, where's the marijuana, you guys? Right in front of me? Sounds like I need it, huh? You're the next Drew Barry, homie. And I want more. So does. Someone wants to make every single moment for you great. I feel like that's your spirit team in the background singing to you. Telling you they don't want to waste time. Fair game Friday messages for the homies, please. Thank you. That was a lot. Ooh, yes, please, and thank you. All these other girls keep wondering what I fuck with you for. You're the next Drew Barry, and I want more. That's an energy of there is a female being absolutely chosen over all others. I like that. That's cool. That was just one message. Oh, look at the whole of this real quick. Meep, meep, I'm coming just a minute, honey. You got food, you got water, you got light. And you got much love. It's just over here. Occupado for a moment. Okay. 3 of Swords in the reverse. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Queen of Swords. Queen of Cups. I love it when those two come out together. The 5 of Swords in the reverse. The Ace of Cups. The 8 of Pentacles. The 9 of Swords. The Moon. And the Ace of Wands in the reverse. That is an entire spread right there, collective. This Ace of Wands in the reverse, I'm not sure if it means anything or not, but I'm going to note that candle wax fell in this position. So somebody may be trying to create something with candle wax in some shape or form, and it's not been quite working out. I almost feel like somebody's been working on creating candles, or somebody's been working with candle magic, and whatever it is they're doing, it's not worked out thus far because this Ace of Wands is in the reverse. That, or they've come to the end of their journey with it. They've taken it as far as they can go, and they're at their peak or coming to. All right. So the 2 of Swords. This card suggests that cooler heads will prevail. A conflict between opposing ideas or forces reaches a state of stability. This may be a stalemate, deadlock, or ceasefire, but it is more likely an alliance or a meeting of the minds. Clear communication and impartial examination of both sides brings harmony. That 3 of Swords in the reverse. Well, in this deck, it doesn't mean what it generally means. Oftentimes, the 3 of Swords in the reverse means healing. Here, it speaks of heartbreak and loss overwhelming you. Disordered thinking drives you to isolation and rumination, or causes you to lash out irrationally. I used that word a couple of times earlier, disordered, and that being an energy that the people that birthed us to the planet have given many of us. And not just disorders, yes, disorders, but like disorderly patterns and ways, and just, I don't know, it's a call to examine impartially with the 2 of Swords. With the 3 of Swords, while your situation is unfortunate and your feelings justified, negative thought patterns are making things worse. So I feel like that is a disorderly pattern picked up negative thought patterns. Don't salt your wounds, collective. Let yourself heal. Allow yourself to heal. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Diligent effort fails to produce the desired results. Complications derail projects or drain profits. Hasty or impulsive decisions cause setbacks, and impatience or anxiety leads to prioritizing short-term gains over long-term success. Alternatively, the cost of success may outweigh its benefits. You may need to work smarter rather than harder. Followed by Queen of Swords. Work smarter rather than harder. The Queen. This card may represent an influential, intelligent, impassive person, usually feminine, whose aloofness allows a clear view of the complexity around her. In the numbers, you guys were just, your attention was drawn to what surrounds you, what envelops you. I lost my spot. She cuts through pretense to get to the heart of things, and her frankness can be intimidating. She may value high ideals or utilitarian logic more than individual relationships. This may make her seem cold, but there is wisdom in her calculations. Traditionally, this card was interpreted as a widow, divorcee, or unmarried woman, but it may represent any independent person whose struggles have made them a less conventional thinker. This card may also represent privation, sorrow, abstraction, or an intellectual crisis. In the numbers, we were drawn to abstract. The word abstract came up. Abstract thought is very important at this time. Somebody may be an abstract writer, abstract painter. Somebody may be working on an abstract paper for college. A woman cradles a cup in her arms for the Queen of Cups. Her eyes slip gently closed, and the hearts in her hair show her love overflowing. Yesterday, we got a lot about not letting the hair get in the way of the eyes and mess up how you see. Overflowing love. Don't let overflowing love disrupt your vision. That's for some. This card may represent a caring, trustworthy advisor, usually feminine, who soothes insecurities. Securities and insecurities came up in the numbers. Who soothes insecurities and nurtures emotional growth. I was talking about the growth as well, happening on either side and in between. This person is intuitive and compassionate with deep emotional intelligence and a receptive, accommodating nature. This card could also refer to a supportive environment, emotional security, or unconditional love. Five of Swords in the reverse. It says this card suggests that a major defeat, loss, or humiliation has occurred. Your pride may be wounded, which may have played a role in your downfall. I just saw MGK, tickets to my downfall. Alternatively, this card may represent a no-win situation or a Pyrrhic victory. But devastating as it is, this loss has something to teach you. Also indicates remorse, mourning, and healing from the loss in question. As soon as I said that, I just got a flash of, what is that song? I think it's Halsey, 11 Minutes. I'm 11 minutes away, and I have missed you all day. You're 11 minutes away, so why aren't you here? But it's like the video is like going through the stages of grief. Ace of Cups. So it's like on the other side, going through the stages of grief. Boom. Ace of Cups. Cup gets filled, working on something with this Eight of Pentacles, developing something, some strategies with the Nine of Swords, going somewhere, going places with the Moon, going somewhere that I'm getting with this Ace of Wands is like, it's already been created for you. It already is yours. You've already manifested it. This whole line here is taking what you've gathered, taking what you've gained from all of this and all the in-betweens and all the other sides. Building, creating, developing, honing, and going places. Somewhere that is already meant for you. Mac Miller, we going out tonight? It's the weekend. Mm-hmm. All right. Your ending, closing oracle, because my dragon is being loud and wants to be heard and loved. Communication. It's time to speak your truth. Feel the blue color stimulate your throat chakra to find the right words. There are messages that need to be communicated. This is card 17. Real quick, just to keep it real, I'm going to check the concordance for 17. For me, personally, 17 always equals the root home. The root home. And even to home away from home. One, 7. Oh. OH. Sense of desiring. Woe. It could be O as in an expression of pain. Greek, Hebrew, a well-doer, virtuous, them that do well. Properly one who does what is inherently good, i.e. what originates from God and is empowered by him. Oh, used only in 1 pet 214. So Peter, of course, but it's making me think of my pet over there. Ooh, this, how I said it's something that's like already there, already been created, already said and done. And this is just, a primitive thought that comes up in the translation here. This one's the Lexi Concordance. Strong's number 17 Hebrew Dictionary of the Old Testament. He who believes equals obeys in him is not judged, but he who does not believe equal obey is judged already, because he has not believed, trusted, and obeyed. So I had said something about that yesterday. about just believe. Belief is important. It's like some people are like, I'll believe it when I see it. Sometimes it's you see it once you believe it. Stay connected. Communicate. Something about M. Somebody's name could be M, like E-M, Emily. Something about a mother as the bond of the family in a wide sense, both literally and figuratively, like father. Is somebody using witchcraft against their mother? Trying to ruin their mother with witchcraft? I just got something really deep and weird. I don't talk about the Bible very often on here, guys. You know, like I don't talk about a whole lot of religious things. I like to keep it spiritual. But sometimes it comes up. And I'm not going to block a message that wants to come through. That spirit wants to come through. So, first and foremost, back to that, we had gotten the message of casting equally and casting equality. Okay? That was in the beginning. It's talking about to whisper a spell, sorcerer, use witchcraft, i.e. ruin, properly a tottering. That's quotes cosmos. Somebody wants to ruin their mother with witchcraft. Now, that made me think of the KJV. So I used to go to church all the time. I was raised by a Christian man. My mother is a witch, was a witch. I'm not really sure how she identifies anymore. But I learned once upon a time about King James and his version of the Bible that he also has many other books that he's put out about murdering witches and demons and how to get away with killing people and all these different things. And it's said that his anger and his hatred for witches and witchcraft and all these things stemmed from, and this was just something I read somewhere, picked up along the way, something about his mother being beheaded in front of him and it having something to do with witchcraft or something, like someone thought she was a witch. I'm not really sure. And him being like forced into position at a young age because of this, and something about that. It's like, I just got something really deep and twisted. It's almost like that's not true. And he wanted to use witchcraft to destroy his mother. And then he wanted to hide the evidence by pretending that he was some benevolent, godly creature. I don't know. Dear Lord, Spirit, God, Creator, Universe, I don't know what that was, but I leave it here for now. Until we speak again, my dears, thank you for your love, your support. Make sure you get those likes up. I appreciate those of you that do. And until we speak again. Mwah.